Hi, my name is Christopher Conlon, right? So I grew up in the New Bedford, Fall River area. I was a heroin addict. I was a drug addict from the age of 12 years old on. But I found recovery in this area in the sense of like how many times I went through it. And every time I went through the process of like this revolving door of what recovery is, in some places, what happened was I started to gain smaller bits of information, and I started to realize like that the perpetuation of my own problem was these steps that I would take where the house would catch on fire because I was the hopeless variety heroin addict. I would lose everything because I wanted to die, and then I would get to the edge of death and just about to fall off, right? And I'd say, oh, I changed my mind. Something would pull me back, whatever that was. And so, I'm gonna cry. So many years. I started to realize that the only thing left to do every time I went through this process, because I was stuck in my own experience of what I thought I knew. The only thing left to do was to lose everything again and start it all over again, because as a human being, I have a pattern of behavior that goes from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, decade to decade, right? As my body changes, like every other human being on the face of the planet, that I had to have a new experience, right? And I had to bring myself to a level of safety in my own mind where, I had to, God, let me forget what I think I know so I can have a new experience, because everything that I thought I knew, right? My own experience got me right back where I didn't want to be every single time. Now, people used to say surrender to me and everything like that, and I questioned everything, and I would say, well, what am I supposed to surrender? Because nobody ever gave me that. Nobody goes into details, these quick little one-liners or little verbs, that they tell you, but nobody ever really explains it. And let me surrender what I think I know to have a new experience. Now, as a society, as a civilization, we are also stuck in our own experience, revolving again and again and again, this constant recreation, this constant revolving revolution of life and society's patterns of behavior. Every civilization has shown it. They say they don't know how these civilization ended, but we do. It's the same thing over and over again. So as I see it, society or civilization as a whole right now, it is stuck in a pattern of insanity where we are repeating the same behavior, expecting a different outcome.
It's okay.
But so when it comes to my recovery, I started to realize that I wasn't armed with the facts about myself going into these treatment facilities. One, that I suffer from the human experience. There are no defects of character or shortcomings. It's just the human condition. So what it is we all long for, want, need, desire, the same exact things across the board. So there's universal truths inherent in every single human being. One is self-love. Love is something that everybody's looking for, but hardly anybody knows what it is, right? And I can only have it to give to somebody if I have it for myself first. Now, in order to love myself, and this was a seed of thought planted in my mind out of nowhere, that I have to love and embrace everything that's ever happened to me, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, because it makes me who I am today. Now, once I had it for myself, I can freely give it to other people, and I have it more so, because you can't give from an empty cup. Now, going in accordance with that is forgiveness. So in order to love myself, I had to forgive myself for everything I've ever done, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. And once I had it for myself, now I could freely give it to other people, which was empowering to me. It gave me the power. And I realized that I had the power to make the choice every minute of every day, because what I believe overpowers everything. Your own self-preservation. People will march off into certain death and war because of what they believe in. Suicide bombers, because of what they believe in. Self-preservation keeps us going every single day. It's what keeps the breath in our lungs, but yet belief will override that. So when you believe that you have the power to make the choice every single day, every single moment, it becomes real. You manifest things into reality. You manifest love. You manifest these experiences in the moment that are new because you're open to it, because you are unencumbered by fear. Because fear comes from a lack of forgiveness or resentment or a grudge or an apology that you owe. It's not real. It's not everlasting. The only thing that lasts forever is love. It transcends through time, space, and everything. Everything else fizzles out.